Good afternoon, everybody. Diablo Graves here, back for another round of Zero Time Dilemma. Last time we got through several scenarios, solved some puzzles, and learned a little bit more about our various characters. Probably one of the biggest things that well, I don't know that we learned it, but one of the things I suspected towards the end is there's something weird about this guy. Because we figured out that there was a point where he got stabbed, but then later it didn't look like he bled out, and then later on he was not listed as a casualty, so something happened to him. Won't know his full deal until we solve a lot more of these mysteries, though. So currently, let's see, we've got 2 more on C team, 2 more on Q team, and 3 more on D team. Can I help you? Oh, because I'm talking, you have to talk? Is that it? Meow. Here, get my lap. Cat just stepped on the headphone cord and yanked them off my head. Anyways, got a few different ones here that we could try out. So we've still got 3 left. I figure we'll start with one of these. This looks like maybe some kind of monitor? I'm not sure if it's a puzzle. It seems like it would be a puzzle room, but most of them have been. Transporter.
Where's Vi?
I don't see her. She could have woken first and wandered off.
Sigma! Sigma!
Huh?
It's after midnight now.
What? Tell me the year turned over.
It's no longer the year 2028, but
2029. How long have we been asleep then?
my last memory was 10 and a half hours ago.
You're talking about the vote at 1330?
Yes, but that doesn't mean we've only been sleeping, though. We could have woken up several times.
You're saying the amnesia drug made us forget.
Well, better start looking for Vi.
Yes, you're right.
Now, I remember, it was the... Oh, we're not trapped in a room. Huh. Interesting. I think it was the Monty Hall problem room, where we found out later, because that was the end where 2 of those team members died. And we also found out that, at that point, all of Q team had died, and also Phi. So I'm wondering if this is something that takes place
Where'd she go?
in that same timeline.
Welcome to the transporter room.
Zero.
I can only assume you are searching for something. If you'd like to learn their whereabouts, do as I say.
Damn it! So what are your orders?
First, I shall explain the room to you. As the name suggests, this room contains a device called a transporter. It was discovered roughly 140 years ago, in the year 1888.
It's like a giant
At the
pineapple.
South Pole. A German expedition was exploring the area. At one point, they became lost, and subsequently stumbled upon it. The device was carefully transported to their homeland and researched in secret. What they eventually uncovered was the fact that the device was not made by man. Perhaps it came from a distant planet, or see something resembling a tree root.
Mm-hmm.
This is the nucleus of the transporter and controls its function. And to your right, you should be able to see two objects that look like beds. These are called input pods. Look further right. The two objects similar to Crucides are the export pods. In the back is a large container called the material tank. Inside is oxygen, carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, a variety of chemical elements that exist on Earth, stored individually. You use it as follows. First, place the material to be transferred into the input pod. We'll call it X to simplify matters. Next, select the location of transfer on the pod console. Pulling the lever will cause the input pod to begin scanning. This scan reads the exact placement of each atom that makes up Object X. The obtained data travels through space-time directly to the transfer point's nucleus. That nucleus will then analyze it. It will send the necessary elements from the material tank to the export pod and recreate Object X's original form precisely. Essentially, it acts as an atomic-level 3D printer. A massive amount of energy is required to do a transfer. Once a transportation has occurred, it takes roughly 10 months to recharge. The device cannot be used during that time. A variety of objects can be placed in the same pod. However, in order to transfer a human, each pod must only hold one body within it. Two or more people cannot go into a single pod.
Seems kind of arbitrary, but sure.
To recreate individual brains and proteins.
That's fair.
I obtained this machine back in 2009. It had been stored in a U.S. research facility. American troops had confiscated it after the German loss during World War II. My explanation ends here. There is a special characteristic about this device, however. This transporter is not simply a device that allows you to teleport. What is transferred is only the atomic data. The object itself does not get transported. Furthermore, that data travels through space-time. It does not just go to the past or present, but also to other histories. Now, my instructions. Currently, no power runs through the transporter nucleus. It is completely stopped. If you are able to restart it, you may obtain that which you desire. Now, I know you'll do your best. Good luck to you.
I find it interesting to note that he didn't say anything about what happens to the original. He just says, like, it's not altered. So it sounded like it just made, like, a copy of the original. So it's not really so much a teleporter as much as it's a cloning device. The nucleus Zero described was creepy. He said the nucleus of the transporter controls its function. According to him, we need to restart it. How are we going to do that? Turn this down just a little bit. And then we've got these pods. This is an input pod, right? I think a person could lie down in there. Looks like a lidded bed, just like Zero said. Sounds a lot like a coffin. I'm just getting into a pod, but now I just feel terrible. And then the other one. an input pod. Let's get that with the lid. Nothing in them currently. Some kind of monitors, displaying anything. I think it's connected to the input pods. Do you think it'll powerfully restart the nucleus? Okay. Material tank told us it stored various elements found on Earth. You really make a real human being with those materials. I mean, truly real. Oxygen, carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, etc. Current technology can tell us human makeup. It's impossible to make a human exactly, so I suppose it depends on your definition of real. What makes us real? I don't think that question can be answered. This is an output pod. Looks like an insect pupa or chrysalis. When you use the transporter, you are reborn from it as well. It's an interesting point of view, and maybe that was the idea behind its design. It also brings the idea that organisms that form pupa exist in foreign civilizations. Sure. Again, this is not powered because we need to power it up. What's this thing? What's this stand? It's likely some sort of device, but I'm not sure what kind. Okay, and there's cameras pointing at it for some reason. Place cards here. Oh, okay. That's it? Alright. Pipe. Some other kind of input device. Monitor. Don't think the machine itself is on. There's a couple of buttons or lights don't seem to do anything. Machine's output point, so something comes out of it. We'll figure that out once we turn the power on. Okay. That just goes back to that machine. This is the door. We aren't trapped in here. If we restart the transport nucleus, then you may obtain that which you desire. What does he mean by that? No clue, but there's no point in leaving right now. We should search around. I mean, presumably it's not that we'll find 5, because if it was used, he said it takes 10 months to recharge, so... if we're able to power it up, that means it wasn't previously used. Don't we have to be concerned? It's probably just a change of clothes. Just a locker. Okay. Oh. Card on the floor. Flower card. What's this? Flower, maybe? You said it does kind of look like one. What's this triangle thing on the back? Oh, here's another one. Human and moon. Human mark together with a moon mark. Kind of looks like a powered-up martial artist firing off a shockwave. Oh, well, that's a thought, sure. I wonder what it really represents. There's another one on this desk. No. Here. Hey. There we go. Card over here with a star pentagram. That marker used all the world, isn't it? Right, it's one of the simplest designs for showing the relation between 5 elements. So even other worlds use this. Well, I don't know that this necessarily came from another world, but sure. Birdman card. Looks like a bird and human hybrid, like something from mythology. Yeah, I think these are just drawings, guys. Don't... What's this machine? Do you know, Sigma? I don't know, it looks like fragile. It looks like something goes into the vertical and horizontal axis. Oh, you're right. That means we probably can't use it now. Yeah. So we don't even know what this device does. But there's a monitor next to it. Maybe connected to a computer. It's broken. Nothing in the drawers, apparently. A lot of stuff here. Don't think anything useful. Nothing we can use here. Cabinets won't open. I was thinking we could take a break if there was some canned soup in there. How exactly are we supposed to heat that up? Cabinets won't open. Gotta keep searching. Alright, then there's this thing. What? This card right here. Human and 2 moons card. Maybe 2 nights passing? It's kind of fun if we can imagine things like this. What's this? No idea, I've never seen it before. Something happens when you touch it, the surface is cold. This is, nothing happens no matter what we do. Well, I've got a card in my inventory and it's not reacting to it, so presumably I have to do something else before we can use that. Keep finding more of these cards though. 2 moons without a human. 2 moons or a solar eclipse, maybe. Another card. Sun. A few astrological symbols. Okay. There's a person. I've never really seen anything like this before. Maybe it really is from another dimension. I mean, it's just a drawing. I think this mark designates human. Does it mean that people on the alien world will also look like humans? How do we know that, like, these are from an alien world? I think this is just stuff in this room. Moon and star. Okay, so this is star, this is moon, sun. Crescent, moon, and star. I want to see the real night sky again. Same here. There's just a ton of these, aren't there? 2 humans. See the 2 of us right now. I wish one more was here. Sorry, I didn't mean to imply. Yeah, I gotta find Fi, whatever's happened to her, assuming she's still alive. Moon by itself. The design looks like a crescent moon. Yeah, I mean, the cards are weird, but they're just cards with drawings on them, guys. Come on. Wind. It's thin and cold. Really hard. Is that some kind of wind mark drawn on it? 3 moons. Maybe there are 3 moons in this alien dimension. Guys, you're really going hard in this alien dimension thing, but I don't know. Anyways, that seems to be about it for what's in this room. We got a whole bunch of cards, and I'm still not entirely sure how we're supposed to do anything with them. Tried putting cards in this machine? What are those? You can make anything you want with them. Well, yeah, switching the data to create 2. Power's off, so we can't use it anyway. Okay. So I guess we just place cards here. Try with this card. Yeah, go ahead. Oh, one of the above lights turned on. The color of this card also changed. Oh, weird. The back of it changed. No, it was something darker, I think. Regardless, we don't know everything. Let's find more cards. Do we have to do this with all of these cards? More light turn. Maybe we need to turn them all on. That's my guess. I noticed something too. Places the card here changes it to a different color. You're right. Now we can tell which ones we've already done. It's true, but all the information we have right now, let's keep going. So... is there a button that lets us cycle between items? Okay, whatever. We'll go ahead and save. Options, controls. I could have sworn there was a button that lets you cycle between items. Whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Do we have 13 here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so presumably all of these things are going to light up. That's the memo. That's the files. That's the log. There we go. W changes items. Light. Now we have 5 of them. 6th one is on. 7th. Oh, we used that card earlier. Each trigger triggers it only once. Yeah. 8th. It's on. Okay. Not even responding. So how many are there? How many times do we do this? Damn you, Zero. I think there's only one more left. Here's the last one. Huh, what's that? Book, let's check it out. It's a hologram stereoscopy. Incredible, there's a picture in the air. Is it okay to touch? It should be fine, but why? It's only a picture after all, you can't feel it. Is it poking your hand through the hologram fun? Hee hee, come on, try it. Chapter 1. Wind equals 0. Okay. something's happening over at the nucleus. Wonder what it is. Let's go see. Not just me, is it? These symbols look at the pictures on the cards. Yeah. They're each a separate shape. Just what do they mean? The same as the ones on the cards, they're all lined up. I think this is connected to something. Let's see if we can find some clues first. Okay, so there's those 5. Does the book say anything else, or is it literally just wind equals 0? Wind equals 0. Okay, fine. And then something on this lit up. Where is it? Start with this guy. Isn't this bracket just about the size of those cards we found? Let's try putting one here. What does this mean? The symbol we used disappeared. It means the symbol on the other side was stronger. Okay, so this is actually the... Let's try again. Let's try with Birdman. So Birdman is stronger than Flower. Happened. The symbols collide together and one on the other side disappeared. Does mean our card was stronger. Okay, so we'll start with each one of these and we'll go through. They're the same symbol. Yeah. Okay. Birdman is greater than Flower. Birdman greater than Man plus 1 Moon. Similarly, opposite side still here. We lost, but why? Star greater than Sun. I don't know, we did Birdman already with Flower. Birdman with Birdman. Man with 2 moons. Greater than Flower. Two moons. Birdman greater than 2 moons. That didn't help. Try this again. Birdman greater than Sun. Birdman greater than Man. Birdman greater than Star and Moon. Two men greater than Flower. Birdman greater than Moon? Yep. Wind is going to be probably less than everything. Yeah. Let's try 3 moons with something. 3 moons greater than Sun. Okay, so we've tried all of them at least once. So like, if we try this again, if we just get Birdman again... Oh no, we got something different. Okay, so Flower also greater than Man plus 1 Moon. So I'm seeing some patterns at this point. Birdman seems to be greater than just about everything. So let's factor out the ones. Got a list where I'm keeping track of these. So the ones that don't involve Birdman. Star is greater than sun. 3 moons is greater than sun. Flower is greater than wind. Flower is greater than man plus 1 moon. But man plus 2 moons is greater than flower. And 2 men is greater than flower. So... start. So it seems like sun is pretty low, because 3 moons is greater than sun, and star is greater than sun. And then you've got flower, which is greater than wind and man plus 1 moon, but is less than 2 men or man plus 2 moons. What about 2 moons? We compare that to flower. Flower is greater than 2 moons. So, presumably, man is greater than moon, because 2 men is greater than flower, but 2 moons is less than flower. Three moons is greater than sun, so I wonder if 3 moons is also greater than flower. 3 moons is greater than flower. What about... Okay, so we could start making some guesses. Like maybe... I don't know if this is confirmed, but we could start, like, guessing some things like wind equals 0, maybe moon equals 1. Actually, well, you know what? Maybe moon is equal to 2, and man is equal to 3, and then flower is equal to something like... How would that add up? Because if 2 men is greater than flower, but flower is greater than man plus 1 moon. So they would have to be more than 1 apart. So it might be something more like 3 and 5, where 2 moons would be 6. So maybe flower would be something like a man plus 1 moon is 8. So maybe flower is something like 9? No, because 3 moons is greater than flower. Man has to be at least 2 greater than moon for 2 men to be greater than flower, but man plus 1 moon to be less than flower. I'm sure there's probably a simpler way to figure this kind of thing out, but I kind of want to see if I can do it this way. Because I don't know if there's anything else to interact with right now. This is still off. This is still off. This is still off. Yeah. Yeah, because if we can figure out a plausible relationship between man, moons, and flower that turns them into numbers, maybe we can then figure out what the other ones are from there. So, let's see. Flower is somewhere between 2 and 3 moons. So, like, for example, if moon was 3, then flower would have to be something like 8 or 7. But that can't be the case because flower is greater than man plus 1 moon, so moon has to be at least 4. I mean, this is all going off the assumption that these actually translate into, like, numbers, but, just let me run with this for a minute. So, let's say moon is 4. That means flower is either 9, 10, or 11. And if man is 6, then flower is greater than man plus 1 moon, which means that flower would be 11. Would that work? Because then man plus 1 moon is less than flower. 2 moons is less than flower. That's correct. But 2 men is greater than flower, 3 moons is greater than flower, and man plus 2 moons is greater. Okay, so that's one thing that could work, is that moon is 4, man is 6, and flower is 11. And I think that's the smallest possible numbers that could work with that relationship. Now we know that 3 moons is greater than sun, which means that sun is less than 12. Working off this hypothesis. Let's try sun again. See if we get sun compared to anything else. Try it a few times. It looks like the only points of comparison we can make are Birdman, Sun, and Flower. We know that Flower is greater than Sun. So Sun is less than 11, which would also fit. Star is greater than Sun. So, star is possibly also greater than flower? No. Okay. So, star is also less than flower. So, and because sun is less than star, that means sun is also probably less than 10. Because star could be 10 and then sun could be like 9. I'm not sure what else we're going to be able to figure out because we can't compare anything. Oh, I didn't even think about combining these, but I know what you can, yeah. Oh, we know that man is greater than sun. Okay. So sun is actually less than 6. I wonder if moon is greater than sun. Okay, so sun is actually less than 4. And then star, let's compare star to these two. Star is greater than the sun, that we know. And less than flower. If we only have comparisons between flower... If our only comparisons are between flower and sun, and just about everything is greater than sun, except wind. Actually, let's confirm that. Because if wind is 0 and sun is... Well, yeah, that one's obvious. And that one's obvious. Unfortunately, this appears to come up randomly and not in like a set pattern. It doesn't seem to want to give me sun to make a comparison. To confirm that sun is in fact greater than 0. Okay, so I guess it's just not going to happen. We can probably assume that sun is somewhere between 1 and 3. And we only have, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Seven different symbols. Wind, Moon, Manflower, Sun, Star, and Birdman. Which Birdman is greater than... What's the biggest thing we know? It's greater than Star plus Moon. Which means it's... It's also greater than Flower, so it's at least 12. And because it's greater than Man plus 1 moon, it's greater than... Is it greater than Man plus 2 moons? That one's obvious. That one's also known. I'm going to confirm that Birdman is greater than Man plus 2 moons. Okay, so it is... so Birdman is less than Man plus 2 moons. So in this case, it's greater than 11 and less than 14. So that means 6, 10, 14. What about 3 moons? Just gotta keep trying it until Birdman comes up. Okay, so Birdman is greater than 3 moons, which is 12, but is less than Man plus 2 moons, which is 14. So Birdman is presumably 13. So... So basically, wind is 0, sun is either 1, 2, or 3, moon is 4, man is 6, star is between 4 and 11, non-inclusive, flower is 11, and Birdman is 13. So we know that Birdman is 13, flower is 11, and man is 6. So technically this should be 39 plus 11 is 50, plus 6 is 56. So if we needed to enter something in somewhere, this probably represents 56. Put these cards in here? No? We don't have anything other than the cards. Vertical and horizontal axes. And I thought maybe you would put the cards in them, but apparently it's something else. So what else do we do with these cards? Because this is seemingly just for comparing them and figuring out the values. Aha! The nucleus looks different. Alright, there's some symbols above it now. Does that mean we restart it? Probably not completely. Zero's not come back to talk to us yet. Okay, something came out. I think cards can fit there. Huh. So if we need 4 cards that equal 13, 36, 39, 56... I don't know if we can do that with 4 cards. Well, no, I guess we can, because where's the man with 2 moons? Because these are 14, so 14 times 4 is 56. But apparently that's not it. What should we put in here? I'm pretty sure we use the cards. I still don't really understand this. Yeah. Has anything else appeared here? Booklet up. Maybe there's something else we didn't check. Okay, so there's another chapter. The alien says, yeah, utilize 13 symbols, each one representing a number from 0 to 12. The relationships are as follows. Oh, okay. So it isn't... This isn't addition, this is multiplication. So this actually changes things a little bit. So I have to completely redo this now. Because I assumed these were addition. So... okay. Well, we still have the relationships from before. But... okay. So basically, if multiple symbols appear on a card, it's them multiplied together, not them added together. Also, 13 symbols, each one representing a number from 0 to 12. Does this count as a separate symbol that is just merely this times this? So that would seem to imply that, like, maybe this is a 2, this is 8, 4. Maybe this is a 3, so this is 6, 9. Maybe star is like a 5. But then if this is the case, 2 times 2 is 4 times 3 is 12. Okay, so this could also work. If we don't know if all of the symbols are supposed to be represented if all the numbers 0 through 12 are represented by combinations of symbols, well, then the moon has to be 2, because 2 is the only thing that can be cubed that's still less than 12. And by that extension, man seems to be 3. So then... wind is going to be 0. Sun is possibly going to be 1. Because it has to be a pretty low number to be less than just about everything else. It was less than moon. So that would make sun 1. 4 would be 2 moons. Something equals 5. 6 is represented by 2 times 3. There's something else that represents 7. 8 is represented by 2 cubed. 9 is represented by 3 squared. 10 is represented probably by this, so star is probably 5. Oh, hold on one second. Alright, I gotta take a break for a few minutes. I will be back in a little bit. Okay, I'm back. So, as you might have guessed while I was briefly unmiked, figured out that essentially the symbols match up to the. Well, we're not gonna need this because this is actually not correct. We figured out the symbols match up to the. Where is it? Oh, I don't have those chapters in my file list. Okay, so I guess I have to actually look at the... I didn't realize I was going to have to solve the question things. I just kind of already figured them out. But yeah, I had then thought, okay, well maybe if you multiply them together, but the problem with multiplying primes together is that you can't multiply other numbers to get numbers that are the product of just primes. But we found this other device. We got some wheels that we're going to put in these axes, and it looks like 4 of them go here, and 5 of them go here. I have a very whiny cat I want to put in my lap. Mwah. Mwah. Alright. So now, we have both sets of rails in. Let's see if we can do anything with it. Well... Okay, so this is the 10. And this is the 13. Looks like I can't adjust these. So if I make this 1, and that creates 4, 7, 2, 4, 7, 2, 3. Wait a minute. Okay, so it counts up from here, and this counts up from here. So then this one will match up to this one. So then what happens is when we get to... That was 9. But 10 is going to be this guy, I think. Yeah. So basically we have a means of converting base 10 into base 13, I believe? Anyways, question is, because the number that we saw up there had 3 Birdmen, which means it was using this set and not this set. So, let's see. So that's 10. 11 is going to be Birdman. 12 is going to be Man plus 2 moons. And 13 is going to be essentially 10. So what I need to do is I need to... I think this would mean I need to then take that number and convert it back, but that's going the opposite way. Like, this is a 5-digit base 10 number, which can potentially convert down into a 4-digit base 13 number. But the one we've got over there is a 5-digit base 13 number, which would convert into a larger number. Like, you don't convert that down. Unless you need... This translator is unique. Yeah, it converts the 5 symbols in the 5 decagon reels and symbols in 4 tridecagon reels. Scrolling the horizontal reels up and down changes symbol displayed. Begin the translation. Right. So... And one of the ones that change the vertical, they matching something. Yeah, it's the trick is to convert this number, which is base 13, back into base 10, which should actually be more than base 13, especially since it's using 11 as the 5th digit. So you would think that wouldn't convert back. Because I could get these 4 fairly easily, I think. Birdman, Birdman, Flower Man. Because this tops out at... Yeah, the highest number you can make with the decagon reels is only 6693 in the tridecagon reels. So if I need to convert... Maybe I should have looked at that explanation, that might have been more of a hint, but 13 times 13 is 169 times 13 is 1300 plus 80 is 2080 plus 2080 plus 117, 2197. So that's that one. Then times 13 more is 26,000. Give me 28,600. 600 minus 39, so 561. And then times one more 13. Oof. Yeah, because the first digit is 1, the second digit is 13s. 13s, third digit is 169s. No, we don't need more. So what we need is 11, 200. We need this times 11, plus this times 11, plus this times 11, plus the last two were flower and man. So flower, which is 7 times 13, plus man, which is 3. So 28561. That's the easy way. 1, 7, 11, 1, 8, 14. 1, 8, 2 is 1, 3. It's 314,000. Oh, thank you. 314,171 plus 2197. 2197 is gonna be 76191. 24,167. Plus 24167 plus 169 times 11 is going to be 1859. I think. Let me double check that. 1690, 1790, 1859. Yeah. 7 times 13 is 91, and finally 3 more. So the grand total is going to be 91731. So 2 is 29. 1 10 1 2 4. So, adding it all up, the number on the nucleus is 340,000. Well, in base 13 converted to base 10 is 340,291. Problem is, there's no way to represent that with 4 digits. I mean, it's in base 13, it's already represented with 5 digits. So how does that work? I feel like I'm maybe overthinking it at this point. Because this... Because we can get the first 5 digits, but there's nowhere for me to put the 300,000. I mean, I could try this and see if it works. Star, star, moon, 2 moons, man. 0, 12. Chapter 4 says there's 2 sets of mathematical formats. Those would be the horizontal and vertical axes on the machine, then. What's different between them, though? Well, one's base 10 and one's base 13. I don't remember what it was now. So those are going to be converted numbers, we just put those in. The slots are vertical, are we missing something? Yeah, the problem is that Birdman doesn't show up on the horizontal rolls. So... The only thing I can think of is maybe if we use remainders. And so if Birdman is 11, then you carry the 1. So this is 11, so this 1 goes over here and becomes 12. This 1 goes over here and becomes... Well, that still doesn't work. Because there would have to be another 1 right here. So if we look at it from that perspective, so let's say this is, I'm going to write this down on my separate notepad, but looking at 1, 2, 2, 1, 7, 3, and converting that into base 13. Crap, I could have used those, I'm just using... Because what were the other ones? It was 13, 169, 2,197, what was the last one? I'm gonna pop my calculator open right quick and just redo it there. 28,561. Okay, so let's say that's going to fit probably 4 times into 122, 173. So 4. That leaves 7929 left over. $21.97 will go into that 3 times. $79.29, that leaves $13.38. $169 times 7, 1183. Plus 38 rather, is 155. $11 times 13 is 143. 12 left over. So if we wanted to convert this number into the other one, it would be 4, 3, 7, 11, and 12. Which is still 5 digits, which still doesn't give us an answer. What if we took 4, 3, 7? Kind of just grasping at straws here now. We don't even have an 11 here. Alright, so 12, 2, and add one more. Convert this one. This gets us man, moon, man, 2 moons, man, man, 2 moons. Which I doubt is correct, but 5-digit 10 decimal number. I think we saw something like that in the room earlier. We didn't see a 5-digit 10 decimal number in the room earlier. We saw a 5-digit 13 decimal number in the room earlier. That's what I don't get. We saw... Okay, hold on. We saw the question, and now it's showing 11... Oh! Oh. We solved the question, and now it's showing 11 times 11 times 11. Okay, so it is... How much is that? Okay. So it wants me to multiply these together, which I had earlier, and now I've forgotten it. I'm just going to use the calculator. I already did this once, I'm not doing it again. Times 7 times 3 was 27951. Okay, so I guess I can put 27951 into here. I'm gonna try this thing again. Yeah. That gets me man, 2 moons, 2 men, star, sun. Yeah, when we put 27951 in the horizontal axis, yeah, the vertical one displayed human, man, 2 moons, 2 men, star, sun. Okay, so the game had to throw me a bone there because I was getting way too complicated with it, but I got it eventually. What was the second one? I don't remember it. Of course, this is the thing that I don't bother to write down. So essentially it's 12, 9, 5, 1. Alright, so I did that. Now what will happen? So that whole thing was just one giant puzzle.
It worked!
Yes, but
Now announcing the current casualties. C-Team, Carlos, Junpei. Q-Team, Q, Mira, Eric. D-Team, fine. These 6 are now deceased.
what?
It can't be.
The X-Door has been opened and subsequently closed. The successful escapee is Akane Kurashiki. The decision game has now been concluded.
Did I take too long to
Thank
figure
you
this
for
out?
participating.
what we wanted to happen. We didn't want this. At all. You tricked us, Zero!
This is a lie. It's gotta be. I refuse to believe this is true.
Sigma!
Hey, Vi! Where the hell are you? Are you trapped somewhere? If you can't speak, just make a noise! Please, Vi! Please! Answer me, damn it!
Several flashes of something. She
Diana!
passes out.
Hey! What's wrong? You alright? You okay?
Yes. Thank you. And Vi? This door will never open again, then.
Yeah.
Why did Akane leave alone?
No idea. There's no way to tell what happened over in Ward C. We only know one thing. Carlos and Junpei are dead. That's it.
So, you believe the announcement?
I mean, maybe none of them are dead. You don't actually know that anything that the announcer is telling you is true.
If what it said earlier is true, then that means Q-Team is dead as well. But unlike C-Team, we can figure out exactly how Q-Team died. They were executed. Likely because of the vote in 1330.
I mean,
Diana, I believe you picked Q-Team then, right?
Yes. But
I know. You just did as the note suggested. The real betrayer is Carlos. Not good. It's almost time for us to get injected again.
what would even be the point?
We don't have time to waste. Come with me.
Sigma, what are you doing?
The X-Store will never open again. Now, all we can do here is just wait to die.
Wait, you don't mean you're planning to transport?
What other choice do we have?
We have one. To wait for Akane. I'm sure the police or a rescue team will...
We can't count on that.
But why?
This is the Treeform timeline.
Listen to me, Sigma!
This is not the time for pointless arguing. We are escaping this horrible history. We're going to where Phi exists.
Sigma?
I've selected the transfer point. All we have to do is pull this lever. Then, we need to run to the input pods.
Wait!
I'm going to go even if you aren't.
What?
I'm starting it. You ready?
I mean, it sounded like it didn't actually send you, it just made a copy of you. So I don't know if this will actually work the way he thinks it will. Then again, if it does only make a copy, then it kind of doesn't matter whether you do it or not from this point. Like, the two of you are still going to be stuck here. Like, it's going to finish doing the transport thing, and then... See, I don't know if it actually... Because it didn't say anything about, like, actually breaking down... It said it would analyze your atoms. It didn't say it would actually destroy them, though. Or disassemble them. Because it recreates your body from the materials in the tank. So, yeah, it sounds like it doesn't actually transport you. It sounds like it clones you. So if that's the case, then you might as well just transport, because what's going to happen is Sigma's going to press the button, and then it's going to transport clones of us somewhere, and then we're going to come back out and still be stuck here. So, it doesn't seem like it's going to make that much of a difference, but you might as well. I mean, the situation here can't get too much worse, so yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Let's hurry.
We're not going to see what happens to them, are we? Alright. Well. Wait. Huh. I may have done something strange. So maybe this is the us that got transported, but then there's also this part here. So should I do that part, or should I do this part? I guess we'll try the new one. This is not what I was expecting to happen, but sure, let's try it out and see what happens. Door of Truth.
Did it really work?
Well, we got into the input pods, and we came out of...
The export pods.
Diana, look at your watch.
1805.
Well, we climbed into the pods around 1:30 in the morning on New Year's.
So, we went back in time? But, it could be possible that it's 1805 on January 1st, though.
Good point.
True.
But it also means it could be 2 or 3 days off. Or even 3 or 4 years. There's no way to know the exact date or time. Even what we see on this watch could be fake. We have no idea.
Sigma, can I ask you something? You were the one who prepared everything on the input console, right?
Yes.
Where exactly did you set it to?
What do you mean, where?
The transfer point for the transporter.
I don't know.
What?
What?
It's not my fault. We didn't have time.
You mean you didn't have time?
I couldn't read any of the text on the display, so... I pushed a random button.
A random...
It doesn't matter. It's still highly likely we came out in an alternate history. And if that's true...
If I could be here.
You two could also be here.
Bye! Bye!
Bye!
Also, none of you might
Doesn't
be here.
look like she's here.
What if you went like more than a day in the past?
This is...
Oh.
Wait! Sigma!
Fi! Fi! Tell me you're safe. Where are you? Answer me!
Sigma? I'm not really sure, but... maybe the history we're in...
What was that? It won't open. Anyway, let's find a way out of here. We'll talk later.
Okay, so I guess now we're in this room. Spin. The word spin is written next to this exhaust fan. Does it mean we should spin this? But I don't see a power switch and we can't reach the blades with our fingers. Guess we'll have to find a different way. Exhaust fan, the word to spin with it. Wind. Wait, what did he say? We need to get a strong wind going to turn the blades like a propeller. I guess. It's locked, of course. Let's search the room and we can find a way out of here. It's too dark over here to see anything. We should turn the light on if we want to search here. The water doesn't look quite right. I wouldn't even go so far as to think it could be dangerous. Don't step inside. It looks like we're already standing in it, but, okay. Anyways, you can't see over there because it's too dark. So... spotlights. Looks like some sinks. Sink has water in it. Looks like it's plugged. Maybe we should unplug it. You know, we might have been able to use that water for something, Sigma. Oh. Well, that's weird. The sink on the left is making noise. Seems to be some water inside after I drain the other sink. Maybe they're linked together somehow. I'm not an expert in plumbing, but that seems rather strange to do. Why are they like that? And something's at the bottom of the drain. Still can't reach it. No water's coming out of this faucet. It's coming out of this faucet. If it worked, it'd be so easy to get the thing at the bottom. We would just have to bring water from somewhere else. Alright, well, is there anything underneath the sink? No. It's an electrical outlet, which has 3 holes. Hairdryer, which you could use for something. Okay, can we plug it into the... it only plugs into a 2-hole outlet. Shouldn't two-hole plugs be able to plug into 3? Like they just don't use the 3rd one? Anyways. Yeah, it looks like we're actually already standing in this, so maybe, I don't know. Seems like a bad idea. Light isn't on, so there's these lockers. The locker. What's this? Looks like a music box just with a large disc. Why is there a music box inside a locker? Runs on water. Music box that runs on water, where do we put it? There's a hole for a pipe at the bottom, and that's probably it. What a strange music box. And it comes in from here, so once water enters from this spot, the music box will play. Okay. Sure. This one's locked. It's got a... what is this? It's a button lock. Oh man. Let's, yeah, I'm not gonna know what's, it's not opening. Just search the room for more clues. And there's this one, which is a 9-button lock, which we also don't know the code to. Yeah. Then there's, meow? Really? Just, if you can't tell, I kinda have a litter tick. Whenever I talk about cats, alright, I guess it's okay. I can only imagine what Diana is thinking, having to be stuck with this time-traveling, cat-pun-spewing guy for several hours. Something here in the locker, wonder what it is. Oh, a conversion plug, cool. Combine this with the hairdryer. Let's open this locker. Some kind of note. The power supply must be restarted to unlock the door. Okay. I'm guessing this won't actually work then if the power supply is not gone, or not moving. There's those fantastic blowouts with it. Maybe spin the fan up there. Yes, the word spin is on the wall. Let's try it out. It's the hairdryer on the exhaust fan. We use the spin blades. Violet, white, blue, red. Names of colors. Oh. I think I know. This one. That opens that lock. Let's see what's inside. A coin. 777. I think it'll be very helpful in here. Well, that might be true. We could decide something with it. A coin toss. I guess so, if we can make a decision. I take that back. Both sides are the same image, so we can't use it for a toss. No leaving it up to luck. We have to make our own decisions. That's weird. It almost seems like a casino token, but also a remote control. There's only one button on it. Push the button. Sure. What? Oh. Push the button on the remote. Nothing's responding. Okay, well, so much for that. What's this over here? Device, what's this for? Nothing's on the display. Could be there's no power. The cable isn't connected, let's plug it back in. I think the power's on now. Let's check it out. Plug the cable in the wall, but it's not showing anything. It doesn't look like it's broken though. Let's keep searching around for now. It looks like it needs like... there's a cover screwed on here. Let's try moving this cover first. Maybe use that to take the screw off. Yeah, so we could use the coin as a makeshift screwdriver. It's open. Let's check what's inside. This button restarts this device. Note said we got the power door unlocked after we restart the power supply. Yeah, but it isn't responding when we push it. So then there's this. It's in the shape of a C. I think we can put something in here. I just don't know what by only looking at it. Let's turn the right switch off. The light on the shower side of the room turned on, but now the locker side is off, so the device can't turn both sides on at the same time. Okay, so I think we've... Didn't overthink it, maybe it's supposed to be not locked normally. So yeah, I think we explored most of the stuff we could do over there for now, so now we can look at this side and figure out what's going on in here. Water on this floor is keeping us from searching this side of the room. It's better that we don't step in it. The water looks questionable. Is there a way we can drain it? There's strange, dirty water first. Oh no, hold on. Go in here? Okay, you have to do something about the water first. It still seems like we're standing in it, but sure. Try pushing the button again. Aha! The lid on the drain is open, and the odd water drained out. Now we can search around safely. Also, there's a start button? Brown piece? Yeah, it's a button. Maybe it's part of something. Looks like a... Yeah, it looks like a start button. Well, anyways, now we can explore these areas. Water's coming out of the faucet. Okay. What about this thing? Water works in this shower. The shower head is a little crooked. Are the screws loose? I don't know. Water isn't coming out of either knob. It isn't coming out of either knob. It seems like it's coming out though. Well, anyways. I'll try this. Pretty normal shower stall. Oh, there's something on the wall. There's a note. Fully submerge the power supply in water to restart. What? Power supply must... Okay, so the power supply must be fully submerged in water to restart and unlock the door. It's just a shower head, no water comes out. No water in this one. Okay. So, this one has water, this one does not. What about this room? Door isn't open, is it locked? Only this one is different from the others. I wonder if there's a reason for it. Looks like a private room for VIP only, maybe. Figure out how to unlock this. What's this? A water tank. Why is it here? It's clearly out of place, so this is a good reason to examine it. Water tank. Why isn't it a shower room? Oh, there are water plants in here. Is Zero planning on getting some fish? Of all places, he puts it in here. Well, there's clearly, yeah, the seat part inside the tank. Can't take the cover off, so we can't reach it. Okay, so... It's a cover here, but it's screwed shut. Can we use the coin we got? The screw is too small, we need a screwdriver for this one. Okay. Something must come out here. You can a fresh cup of coffee if you put a cup here. Or, you know, water, plant, and tropical fish soup. Okay, I know it wasn't possible, I just wanted to imagine it. Tube of some kind attached to the tank. That's probably the pump for cycling or changing out the water. Doesn't look like the pump is working right now. Can we remove the tube? Likely works as a pump. If the pump starts, oh, it'll drain the water in the tank. Okay, well that's it for that room. So it's in this one. It's like a normal shower room. There's a bucket here. Is that for cleaning? Turn the knob, but nothing came out. No water's coming out of this faucet. Well, wear it on your head to gain defense. I think we can find another use aside from wearing it. So, I think what we do is we take this bucket and we put it here. Yeah, Sigma, please don't wear the bucket. We're going to put water in it. I get a bucket full of water, which we then can take back over to the other side of the room. We'll have to switch these over. Submerge those to restart it, right? Maybe this bucket of water will work quick. Nothing happened. Machines near water are usually waterproof. We'll have to really submerge it. Well, oh, I don't want to pour water on it. I want to flip the switch. Yeah. So this is designated so only one side of the room can be on at a time. So now what I can do is go over here, pour water in this drain. Water in the other one will increase. Aha! The sink's making a sound. Got a key from the sink. Key, watch this, let's get out of here. That would be so much easier. Okay, now we gotta figure out what the key goes to. Maybe it unlocks this door? Hold on a second. So hole at the bottom, water will likely flow in from there. So, do I need to put more water in the bucket? Oh no, I guess the bucket isn't used anymore. Okay. Could use the key maybe as a screwdriver? Because I don't really see anything the key would unlock right now. Can't open it with the key. Okay. What do we do with this button then? This key opens the door to the shower stall. Aha! So it is used for this. Okay. There's a hose here. What can we use it for? Get a hose. Wait, I'll come too. Once the door is shut, it's a sealed room in here. You're right. There are no gaps between the frame and the door. It's totally closed up. Let's get out, yeah? Yes, we should. Okay. I think I know what we do. First of all, we attach this hose here. Doesn't seem to be the right size. The hose won't fit. Okay, never mind. Maybe the hose fits over here? Connect the hose first and place the other end in a shower. The hose might reach the shower on the far right. Then we connect it to that one. Oh. Oh, hold on a second. 541297638. 541297638. Okay, so before we do this, let's actually open this guy up, since I think we know how to do this now. Way to go, Sigma. Leave it to me. Something's displaying on this monitor. Crooked misaligned pattern is certainly annoying. You must rotate each piece so that it matches all of its adjacent ones. Check to determine if you succeed or failed. You can click to rotate selected pattern, drag screen to rotate cube. Check to see if answer is correct. Okay. P2? Click piece, rotate selected pattern, drag screen, rotate cube. WSD, move precursor, up, down, left, right, rotate box. Select piece, rotate piece. Oh, I see. There doesn't seem to be a way to do that with the mouse. Oh, I see. You click on it to rotate it. That's one. And since this is a head, this one must go this way. Okay, so that's two. This head must go to this body. That connects there. Oh, maybe there was one more. Maybe. I don't know, it looks like... Oh, I see. That part doesn't line up. You have to line up the clouds as well. Okay, it looks like they're done now. Something's inside. A screwdriver. Hey, that's what we need. Already finished this puzzle. Okay, so that's all of that except for the music box. Let's switch back over to this side. Push the lights up one side at a time. That's not annoying. Yeah, really. Let's unscrew these screws. The cover. Round hole here. We can probably fit something here. Aha! Is it like a start button? This piece is a button. Press the button. Pump started working. This is a button to operate it. Something came out of the tube. Let's see what it is. Pump began working after we push the button. So now this part is down at the bottom. So I have the C-shaped piece. I don't know what else we'd use the hole for, but... Also, something tells me I need to push this button again. Just a hunch. The C-shaped piece fits perfectly. The light turned off. I wonder what stopped working. Maybe the connection between the switches is broken. That's highly possible. Alright, let's try changing the switch then. Turn the right switch on. Locker in the right side of the room lit up. Shower side of the room's lit up. It's a reset button, nothing happens when you push it. The notes in the reset after we submerge the device and press restart. Submerge, how are we going to do that? Okay. So now... connect this hose to the shower. Why does the shower head is crooked? Because the screws are loose. Oh. The screws are about to fall out of the shower head. You're right. Let's use the screwdriver. You took it off instead of screwing it on. Remove the shower head with the screwdriver. There's a pipe here still. I think we can attach something to it. Okay. So now we can attach this pipe directly here. Connect the other end of the music box to get it to play. But this is it? I thought something else would happen. I like the sound this makes, and this melody. It just makes me want to sing. All times you... la la la. Sorry to interrupt, Diana, but the drawer in the music box is open. You're right. Who would have thought that my singing would open it? Yes, sure, what you said. Note inside. Fill the room with water. Yeah, it's kind of figured you have to do. Oh. What's going on? Did I do something I shouldn't have? No clue. This is bad. At this rate, the whole room will be full of water. Door is still locked. I don't want to drown. Me neither. We still have some time. We can stay calm and think. Yeah, you just go into this room. But it's closed now. If everything goes as planned, the room will fill with water. I think the water's all drained away now. Oh, wow, that was scary. I think it's okay to go out. Alright. Restart. Button's flashing. It wasn't doing that before because the room was filled with water. So now we push this. And that completely goes away. There's a door on the other side of it. Interesting.
Why is there a door here? I was right.
This door isn't marked on the map.
It won't open?
Nope. It's locked up tight. It looks like you need to put a code in here.
Anything come to mind?
All I can tell is that it's an 8-digit number.
An 8-digit number.
I've seen a couple of those before. And we didn't know what those were either. It was worth a shot. What's the other one? If I can remember it. If I can find it in my previous notes. Yeah, I don't know what this is.
I'm sorry. I can't think of anything.
Wonder if there are any hints around here.
Hints. Hints.
Wow, so we can only access these two now. Well, we don't know what to do there, so we could also try here. Yeah, they're still there. It didn't transport them, it just cloned them.
What in the world is going on? We went into the input pods, and now we came right back out of the same ones. But not the export pods.
Did the process fail?
No, wait. Hold on a sec. Let me think about this for a minute, okay?
Yeah, it doesn't just transport. It doesn't really like move you transport. It just clones you.
Yeah, I get it now.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what happened?
Remember what Zero said. This transporter isn't one that simply teleports various objects.
What is transferred is only the atomic data.
Yeah.
The object itself does not get transported.
I remember one time with my grandma years ago. The first time she sent me a fax, she said, "The paper came back, Sigma. Maybe it didn't go through successfully."
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing. Just like how the fax doesn't send the actual paper, we too.
Our original bodies remain. And only the red data went to the transfer point?
But there's one thing I don't get. Why is this me the one that stays? If our data did end up transferring correctly, it wouldn't have been a surprise to see we were in the transfer point world. So why are we still here? Sorry. I know how strange this sounds. It's clearly an esoteric conundrum. Even after thinking extensively on it, I'm not sure I'd figure it out. But I do know one thing for sure. We've run out of cards in our deck.
Interesting. The stranded pair. But then apparently there's something that comes after it? Somehow? Also, I'm not sure how we get back to that other area. Like, do we have to do... Maybe we have to do this? Oh, okay, yeah, it did unlock the Door of Truth. So, we can go back to this one at some point. But we apparently had to see... If we didn't have the password, we had to see that section. Or maybe make a different choice, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, so... Yeah, because that was this guy. Which is... We haven't even seen any of this part yet. So yeah, this was the part I was thinking about earlier, where Carlos and Junpei died because of the stuff with the control room, the Monty Hall problem, which led to the Transporter 1, I guess. Then there's Transporter 2. So yeah. Interestingly, we don't know what happened to Phi, because she just kind of disappeared. So in this one, something happened to Q Team, and I think in this one something happened to C Team. So I wonder if that corresponds with these four right here. It's like this is the one where we split the votes. This is the one where C Team is killed off the bat. This is the one where Q Team is killed off the bat. And I would say this is the one where D Team is killed off the bat, but it looks like... Oh, I see. So if this is a path where D Team is killed off, but then Sigma and Diana show up here, where they didn't previously, where their originals died like back here. So maybe that's what's happening. I wish there was a way to like draw a little line from like here to here to be like, oh yeah, this is how these two got managed to just randomly show up. And then we still got like this long nonsense, and who knows what this is, and this, and a whole bunch of other fun things. So, I think I'm gonna take a break for now. This was some interesting developments, but I'm gonna save. We'll come back at this a little later today. I'm gonna go do some other things away from the stream for a bit, and but we'll come back to this because it's definitely another piece of the puzzle falls into place. So you know, the more we figure out, the more we're gonna be able to piece all of it together, and eventually we'll start getting some passwords that can potentially go into places where we can't proceed any further. So I hope you all are enjoying this. I'm certainly having fun with it, but we'll see you around. Have a good afternoon.